Good evening, guys, and happy Wednesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I am a little disappointed in myself today. I didn't end up going through my desk drawer. I told you guys how every day I had sort of one little thing at least that I wanted to try and do. Like it was cleaning off my desk on Monday and putting away my laundry. I cleaned out my one of my desk drawers, one of the four, yesterday, and then I had another one that I wanted to do today. I didn't end up doing that, and but I did wind up, and the big part of my day that was sort of taken up was that I ended up sort of, I would say, more deep cleaning the kitchen than I normally do. But I ended up like moving all the, like, I ended up scrubbing the baseboards and like moving like stuff away from, I didn't pull the oven out, but I ended up moving all of the stuff that we have on the one side of the oven, or like our range, and I ended up pulling all that stuff out on the side and cleaned down like all in there. And then I ended up, like, I scrubbed all of the cabinets also too, like, and on the inside of the cabinets, like the cabinet doors and stuff like that. And I cleaned down and scrubbed the walls. But then, so it actually took me a pretty long time to do, and I didn't end up finishing it completely all. I just didn't vacuum the floor and like mop, I guess, sort of. Like I mopped the one sections where I was moving the stuff and then put it back, but like my normal like steam mopping that I do on the floor I didn't end up getting to today, and so that was because of how long it was sort of taking me today. So I'm gonna just finish that up real quick tomorrow, because that shouldn't take me more than like 10 minutes probably. 10 to 15 minutes. But like I said, because of that, that's why I didn't end up doing, like I said, my little desk cleaning. But I'm hoping that if I can get up early tomorrow, I can do maybe both the drawers that I had hoped to do today, like the one of them, and then I had the other one, like I said, that I planned on doing. And it was just because I wanted to clean out my entire desk, but again, I wanted to give myself like a little project to do each day instead of just clean desk, because okay, so I'll just move some of the papers that are off of it. Like, if I define for myself and also give myself small tasks and small goals, you know, then it doesn't make it seem so overwhelming if I'm like, oh, just clean my desk, because then I'll be like, okay, well, I cleaned it off, you know, like at least I got like papers off there, or, you know, I moved this thing or whatever. But like, if it's actually like I want to clean all of, you know, like my entire desk, like a deep clean my entire desk, again, take all this stuff out of the drawers and reorganize them and all that kind of stuff, like, you know, again, I feel like helping define that, and then also too, again, giving myself little goals sort of every day to do instead of just the big whole task, like reorganize all of my desk drawers all in one day. Or also too, if I give it to myself for the whole week, if I'm like, oh, reorganize my drawers, you know, my desk drawers by the end of the week, it won't get done, because then I'll be like, I'll just put it off, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow, and then I never wind up doing it. So just little, like I said, little goals actually end up helping me get it all sort of done. But I didn't end up getting to that. Like I said, I was doing sort of a lot today because I also edited and uploaded. I did dishes today, and then, like I said, too, cleaned the kitchen, deep cleaned sort of the kitchen today. I also finished my grocery list. And then on top of that too, when I woke up this morning, now my windows are open, it's actually quite cool out. It's weird though, it's actually supposed to get warmer overnight. Like, it was like 57, I think, is a high or something like that today, but it's actually very, very nice in the house. Like, it's cool, but it's not freezing cold. So, you know, and I'm still in a t-shirt and shorts, so it's actually like very manageable, I feel like, and nice. But again, it's supposed to actually get warmer overnight though. It's supposed to get like up to like 66, I think, by like before sun, like the sun comes up or something like that in the morning, or around that time, I don't know. Or maybe at some point tomorrow it's supposed to be 66, but I think I saw that it was slowly actually supposed to be getting warmer, like by the time the sun actually rises tomorrow. And then once the sun's up, it'll obviously be warmer. But so, and it was funny too, watching the Cubs game, and they mentioned that too. They were like, well, at the starting, you know, like starting pitch or whatever was like 55 degrees or something like that. They're like, and it's only going to get worse. And then by the end of the game, they were actually like, it actually doesn't feel any different really. And that's because I looked in the weather before that even, and I was like, it actually shows that it's supposed to be getting sort of like warmer, because it's supposed to be warm, and I think we're supposed to get like a thunderstorm on Friday, and then it's supposed to like be really cold, like, again, cold or like 50s Saturday, Sunday. But again, if it's like cold like this, like where again today was I think only a high of 57, it was actually nice out. So like I said, I don't mind that. But when I woke up this morning, like I said, I had my windows open because we turned off the AC and just the windows are all open. But I woke up and my mom, like the last, like for 2 days, yesterday and the day before that, I think that was Monday, she sort of felt like she had like a cold or something like that. Like she was like, it's just like, you know, not a sore throat, just like a little stuffed up. And you know, like just wasn't feeling the best. And so then today when I woke up, I was sort of feeling the exact same way. And it was like, I felt like it was just like a sinus sort of thing, and my eyes felt very like watery sort of. And like I said, I was sort of like congested. Like I felt like I just had like, not like a sore throat, but I just felt like my throat was very like, my throat was very stuffed up. But it wasn't like I didn't have like a sore throat. But like I said, that was like when I woke up this morning. Then by like midday, later afternoon, like I actually felt totally fine, and like I haven't really felt it. But then I sort of felt a little bad again now in the afternoon. Like I said, within the last like couple hours, I haven't felt the best again. And so I don't really know if that's because of like it's allergies, which is actually what I'm thinking, because I wouldn't have thought of that had I not had the eye thing as well, where it was like my eyes just felt like very watery. Like my eyes just felt kind of like puffy a little bit and like watery, and that could have been like because of like sinuses and stuff like that. But like I said, it was really only in the morning, and then like I got up, I made myself breakfast, I ended up doing dishes, sort of like straightened up the kitchen a little bit so that I could clean later. And then like I came back in my room, I was editing and uploading, and then it wasn't until I finally got up to go and clean the kitchen, like this was a couple hours later, that I finally actually felt better. And that was actually when I was like, you know what, I'm feeling better, maybe I'll go and clean the kitchen now. Because at first I was like, I'm scared that I'm getting sick, like I couldn't really tell. And so I was like, I don't want to all of a sudden like start it and then be like, okay, no, like, you know, I'm actually getting sick or something like that. So I don't know, it was really weird. And like if that ever happens to me, it always seems like it happens a lot of times more in the afternoon, like right before I go to bed, where I'm like, oh no, I feel like I'm getting sick, or I think that I'm going to be getting sick, like my nose will get stuffed up, or sometimes like almost get like some little like sore throat, possibly because of my nose being stuffed up. And then like I wake up the next morning, I'm totally fine. But it was weird because it happened like the opposite way. It was like this morning happened, like where I was super, but like I said, I think it was allergies because of my eyes, but it went away and I didn't take anything because I couldn't totally figure out what it was. I don't want to like take allergy medication and it wasn't allergies, or again like take something and then it wasn't like a cold or anything, and it went away. So like I said, you know, I'm thinking because it sort of came back again is that it's actually allergies. But I think that that has to do with the fact that the windows are open and it's been sort of like raining too. But I don't know, it was pretty bad. Like not like, again, I have like average allergies like a lot of the times where it sort of just like flares up and then doesn't bother me quite as much. But this was like pretty, I don't know, significant, that like it was more than like, I don't know, I noticed it. And that's why like I came to my mom and I told her, I was like, I think that I have whatever you had. And then when it went away, I was like, maybe it is just allergies, but it was the exact same stuff that she had for like the last 2 days. So maybe she has allergies too, I don't know. But anyways, like I was saying, I wanted to, you know, just get to my project today, sort of my little desk cleaning, and that didn't end up happening. But I did pretty much, like I was telling you guys, finish my grocery list. I just didn't finalize Jewel and Meijer. But again, I don't know when we're actually going to Meijer. I don't know if it's going to be on Saturday, which again, now it looks like it's supposed to be weird. So Friday night it's supposed to rain, so that means I'm not gonna be able to power wash the deck. Might be able to on Saturday, I don't know. It's like all that kind of stuff is sort of, you know, what I planned. Mother Nature now has the different I wrote it in my planner, and of course that's sort of how it happens too, right? You like write it in your planner and you're like, okay, I'm going to do this, and something winds up happening. Something comes up, it's supposed to rain, it's supposed to thunderstorm. But I think that's supposed to be Friday, and then Saturday I think it's supposed to be like on and off possibly. But I don't know, like I said, how much of an opportunity or chance we're going to get to power wash the deck. And I don't have to do that much, so I don't know how long it's going to take. But again, it'll probably be a significant amount of time, and I don't want to, again, be doing it while it's downpouring outside. out there. And like, although I will be on the covered deck and I'll be soaking wet anyway because I'll be using the power washer, it's not that big of a deal to me. It's more of just like I don't want all of the, you know, the stuff that we have to take off the deck to get all wet, unless we have like something like a tarp or something like that to put it over. And then too, it's only going to take it longer to dry because it's going to be raining, and if it's going to be raining for 2 days, you know, and it's also not going to be warm enough for it to dry, I also don't want to, like, you know, have all that stuff happen. So I don't know. Like I said, that my plan might not wind up happening because, again, as soon as I put in my planner, it's gonna, you know, something like that's gonna wind up happening where it's not actually gonna be, you know, work out, or for whatever reason. So, like I said, we'll have to see about that. But, yeah, as far as, my indoor sort of little projects that I've been trying to do to keep myself motivated, I have been pretty good. But, again, today was just weird because I felt like I got a really slow start to my day just because I thought that I was sick, or I thought that, again, it was, like, allergies or whatever. And, like, just all in all, I didn't feel good. So that's why I was like, okay, like, I'm not going to push myself too much in case I am sick. And then I was like, okay, like I said, around the time when I was like, I'm feeling better, I was like, I'll go clean the kitchen. It actually, too, I think made me feel better because I got up and was doing something instead of just like laying around. It was like editing and stuff. And so, like I said, I actually, you know, I felt better because of that. And I felt better in general today. I feel like the afternoon because of that too. Like, you know, you just, I don't know. I always feel like whenever I'm actually sick, if I actually get up and do something, like if I'm like, if I just lay around and let myself be sick, then I'm going to feel 50 times worse. Whereas if I try and push myself to like do something, you know, and I know that you need rest when you're sick, but, you know, still just like to not be super lazy and still try and like do little things at least, normally end up making me feel better because I feel like 50 times worse when I'm just like, I'm just gonna lay in bed all day and watch Netflix. Like, that just makes it worse. Like, unless I'm like really, really like ill, like, you know, I need sleep and like my body's telling me I need sleep. But if it's like, again, like a cold, or like I have the flu but it's not really that bad, and like, again, like there's instances where like I need sleep and I know that I do, and I will fall asleep because of how bad I feel. But then there's other times where I'm like, I just don't feel that bad and I just wish that I could go and do something because I, you know, like mentally I feel like okay, if that makes sense. Like versus like mentally, like I feel like I need to sleep. But, you know, like versus like, again, like if it's like the flu or whatever and I'm like, you know what, I just, you know, like I can't see myself doing anything because of how bad I feel, then I let myself like not, you know, just lay around or whatever. And I will still give myself, obviously I'm not like power washing a deck while I'm super sick, but like still at the same time it's just like that mentality of like, you know, I don't know, like I'm only sick as I let myself be. So anyways though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.